Nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
Rosewood.
No, it's Siricote.
Oh, I like the burns.
The colors are great.
Uh-huh.
Is that paint?
And the bars?
No, the bars are painted. Yes, I painted them with a stain, with concentrated stain, and I treated the nickel hardware with acid.
Yeah.
With I tried out with different acids to spark this blue shine on the nickel.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Whoa.
so this is the other set of tone bars. This is the optimistic tone bars.
Oh, so you have two sets?
Yes, like a normal birdfish. Yeah, two
Wow.
sets. One is let's call it the autumn, and the other is the spring. Or one is the pessimistic, the other is the optimistic tone bar.
So these are your photos now, yeah.
Yeah, these are the photos, and I wanted to make a guitar. Yeah.
Nice.
So with this staining, I wanted to make it look like as it was an object of trouvaille, of a found object in the leaves of the forest. So not in a kind of relic, you know, that it looks like a used guitar, more like a forgotten object, and exposed to the four seasons.
I like it, man. I like it.
Very nice.
Very nice guitar.
So you like it?
At least in the pictures, the staining looks almost 3D.
Yeah, it looks like you put leaves or something there and then poured resin over it. It has an incredible depth.
Yeah, or it looks like it's different colors. So first I started with a staining that made only black spots, which is also nice, but then I found out that with Salpetersäure, I don't know in English, it sparked colors on the nickel. And they are solid, so you can't wipe it off. Of course you can sand or polish it off, but yeah.
It looks like green shell, green pearl.
Yeah. Right. It looks almost like pearl.
No,
or like oil on asphalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A walk in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you really...
Yeah, it's the Central Park one. When you walk in the spring or in the fall with the oil on the roadways and the...
Yeah. I mean, it has a kind of Vergänglichkeit. Is this a German-American term like Fahrvergnügen, Vergänglichkeit? Do they understand it?
No, I don't. You know, the darkest bars, they look to me like that natural resin, you know, like really old amber.
Yeah.
It's really cool, man. It's really cool.
So it took me a while to get this effect that one color is flowing into the other, but not changing the other color. And I worked with a heat fan and with alcohol and solvents, Beize, stain solvents, and mixed different. I've been mixing, I think, 6 different shades, and then touched it one into another, doubled, tripled one, so in order to make it darker and stuff like that.
It's really
very cool.
Okay.
It's funny. I'm looking the green bars, and I can see some Gauguin on it, man.
They look a little bit pointillistic, yeah. That's true.
Impressionist also.
Yeah. It was not my intention, so it just came out. You know, it's really the first time since maybe 30 years that I painted in the real meaning, that I painted a guitar.
Nice one, nice.
You know.
And it's singular and special, just like Uli.
Well, it's different to. I would say in the line of the birches I have made, this is the most unique or personal. Yeah.
it was hard for you to stain this the aluminum. No, after
no, not at
like
all.
in your heart,
No,
because,
not at all. It was it was a good feeling. So when I painted it or when I stained it, staining has been more difficult because you have one trial, and if you stain it too long, it turns to black. So you have to wash it off at the right moment. So this was really interesting. It was a good feeling because it's like calligraphy, like, you know, painting Asian signs, Japanese or Chinese signs. So you have one, with a brush, you have one stroke, and either you hit it or you don't.
You know what?
That was good. It was a good experience because my approach is always to plan, to structure it, to plan, and then to improve it and such. And this didn't work with the staining.
So a question for you, Uli. Where Michael's work inspire you there, and where my work inspire you there?
Michael's work, I see Michael's work in working with, in general, working with imperfect structures, imperfect objects, and bringing them together in order to lead to a general new image. So that happened when I started to. So I see Michael's approach in, does the collage work with a painting, with a color stain painting, and it took me maybe 2-3 attempts, and then I started to work on the real tone bars. At some, I had some defects in my approach, so I tried to touch it up, but to overhaul it, to work still on the same tone bar. Not like I'm building another guitar, this is not good enough, I'm building another one. I had to fight with it until Angela, my wife, said, "This looks nice."
The wives come in.
You know, and this is, so this, it's I would say it's a collage of colors, for at least for me. You know, normally I do not paint guitars. I'm not a visual artist, not at all. I'm not a painter. And that was a kind of challenge for me. And with you, Adriano, I see the metal surface, you know, dealing with the imperfection of the metal, like you do with your cymbals and stuff. This is what I have learned from you. So relic surface, and you are also not making relic surfaces like, you know, a 50 years played guitar. No. You're working with the structure of the surface, but it's new and it's finished and intentional.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm impressed, as I was expecting. Yeah.
Very, very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already finished. You barely started the new process and it's already done. Perfect.
Yeah, it takes me more time dealing with videos than making a guitar now.
So it was a good process, and I really enjoyed it and enjoyed to do that. So I have some more ideas, but within the project of 3. So more.
But do you think that experience just bring you more? You got more open to do more things on your personal.
Also, yes, Adriano. I'm thinking how I could apply experiences from that to my series, but that will be a crop of it only, you know, because I have to apply it to my DNA in the serial work.
And of course, you cannot repeat what we did here
because
it's one collection, so it's like one time. Sweet, sweet. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Very, very nice.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Before the color of the video is not really the same color of the guitar. Actually, the guitar change color depends the kind of lighting it has. So just for you to know, and everybody else out there, it's more bluish than actually what you see here.
Okay.
But I couldn't capture that on the pictures. I try. Trust me, I try.
Huh.
Oh, that's the front.
Cool.
That's nice.
Getting more complex.
Cool.
I recognize the pattern here from when you showed us the photo.
Yeah.
Before you applied the color.
So that's really it's again, it's another step in your sculpturing. That's really interesting. The contradiction of smoothness and also detail perfection to a kind of crudeness, which is not there in the wood. You apply it there, and I like side the inlay of, I mean, where the wood is crude, you worshipped it with an inlay. That's cool.
Yeah.
And where the wood is not crude, you made it crude with these chops, or it looks like chops,
Yeah.
Like if it's a block of wood and you have an axe and then you shape it out with an axe.
It was pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. And the facette theme is different. Oh, here, Caravaggio. Great. I like the theme of the facets that you applied. So they are not, they also contain not on every spot, but on some spots I saw they provide a certain imperfection. Also an expression of crudeness. They leave your organic bow line, the outline, and they are also like if you have sticked it or pressed it to a sanding machine, and again and again, and it makes it imperfect in a very good way. Cool. Huh. Very, very cool.
Well, you're gaining more freedom in your work.
Yeah.
Juxtaposing the various, like Uli said, it's basically different languages that you're putting together now. It's more complex and varied than your earlier guitars.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it started off from a very organic, very personal Adriano shape.
What I try to achieve the moment where I don't think, it's just to allow me to be free, which that's the only way I can play music I like. It's not what I'm not thinking, which I think every musician should feel pretty much the same thing. So when I don't think, I'm actually liking my relation with music, and more and more I work, I like that freedom. So just don't think about what I'm going to do or how it's going to look like or things like that. It's just all information I have, all the information I breathe, in this case from you guys, and our relation also. It's not only about you, Uli, or you, Michael, you, Tanya, and Adriano. It's also the relation between us. It's just when I don't think and just let it breathe everything, I just let it go. It takes me a lot of time because I have a lot of insecure moments, which I think this is not right. But the moment I just accept it's not right, but we will be right, I just keep going. And it's been a pleasure. So like growing the way I think I'm, at least I feel I'm growing. It's been,
I feel it too. Yeah.
it's been like very special, very special. I put all my emotions, all my needs, all my frustrations, or everything inside of me, and then I just let it go. And I will never thought I will be here one day.
When I saw your guitars, they were so different, but they were really intentional, really intentional.
In that sense, your work is much more like the work of an artist, working with his style and building upon it and developing and moving from one phase to the next, but always staying true to your personal vision. So that's really nice to see, because this guitar is a real step.
And it doesn't ask for please like me, please love me,
So it's very lovable in that way too.
That's the only thing I can do. It's like I cannot do anything else. It's just me. It's that's what I do. That's what I do.
And that's good. You make very few guitars only because the approach you are doing, you're following. You can make only a few guitars, so not so many.
And I'm taking longer and longer. There was a time I would think, okay, I can make 20 guitars a year, between 15, 20, and I'm doing less than that. I'm taking the double of the time to make a guitar. I'm not in a rush to finish it. It's just like when it's done, it's done. And I don't want to keep it doing that way, because in the end the result is like I'm much more happy with it. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. I don't cry, but I smoke a cigarette.
Don't cry again. It's too much crying on a video or a NAMM show.
I hold my tears.
Yeah, please do.
Oh.
Cool. Very cool.
Whoa. You changed tone bars.
Cool.
Oh man.
So it's the same guitar with different Flintstone. Great. Cool. That's cool.
It is cool.
And also
whoa, more.
Wait for it.
Great,
Wait for
great, great. What is this material? Is it stone or alabaster or?
It is.
Wait for it.
We brought it home from our trip to Japan. It's Japanese paper.
Oh.
And you notice what it's doing?
Cool, cool.
It changed colors. Wow.
Cool.
Well, it's lit.
Lit? Say it in German?
It has lights inside.
Okay, it has lights inside. Cool.
It's like
and Damascenerstahl. So it's steel with acid. Acided?
It's
engraving?
Damascus. It's
Damascus.
It's Damascus steel. You say Damascus steel, Damascenerstahl.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. And this is gold leaf?
Yeah.
On the turquoise? And now I see it closer. Is it ebony or what is it?
That is Wenge.
Wenge. Cool. Cool.
The headstock. Yes. I love that headstock.
Yeah.
since the first time I saw it,
Mhm.
I was like, man, this is.
See, this is what it looks
yeah,
like lit.
okay. So there is LED inside and a power supply. Okay, cool.
Yeah, batteries.
Batteries.
So it was the one guitar, but I couldn't decide which one it was. So
It's funny because you said it's the
true.
one guitar, but it's many guitars in one. Yeah.
a little while ago, I did the Matador video where I did a little video out of photographs from that I took during the making of the Matador guitar. And it gave me the idea, since we can't practically hand you the guitar, showing the guitar like this on an actual show would not work. Because I would have, I mean, it's 2 screws, it's 5 minutes to change, but
but the wrong questions will show up.
Yeah.
On the
well, and
traditional
also
show.
it's just, but showing it on video, presenting it on video this way, the idea of metamorphosis worked really well. And that kind of gave me the idea of just saying, well, I'll just try different shapes.
It does work.
It works. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a good thing because I think a guitar is such a visual icon. And this guitar shows that it's more intellectual, but it shows that the look of the guitar and the visual identity of the guitar is more than 50% of a guitar.
Yeah.
Even if you don't think so as a normal consumer, you say, I play a guitar because of the tone and because of, my hero, whatever, but it's all about the look.
But that look plays a big role on your emotion and in your relation with what you play.
Yes.
So I think that's what, it's why I don't like to make, and I like to make normal guitars or, flat top guitars and things like that, because I do think the emotion behind, will play a big role on your relation with music, with the playing. Totally agree. It's like relationships between people,
Yeah.
Different people give different emotions.
Yeah.
I wanted to have everything you need to play in the centerpiece.
Yeah.
So the wings can be changed out without any problems. You don't have to unplug anything. It's just 2 screws and you can change the personality of it. But it still has to kind of be harmonic in terms of the sides do have to fit the neck. So it all works together. It is one guitar.
It is one guitar, absolutely.
Even though if you look at the pieces separately, they don't seem to. But the neck brings them all together.
Yeah.
No, I really like the idea because it's when you put on different pieces, the guitar sounds differently, but that's not the matter, or that's not the theme.
The whole neck is one piece of rosewood, so the sound does not really change very much. Here, the sides are really more a decorative element. They're not really, I mean, they do change.
They do change a little bit, but that's not the intention. The
but
tone
it's
is
not. It's not something structural. It's the whole thing is in the details. Like you said, Adriano. It's the little things that make it work together. That I find it's like the control knob. Well, the control knob is one that goes back a little bit to the totem idea. It's from an old radio. And you don't really see it very well in the pictures, but it's a deep, translucent purple. It's a Catalin, it's pre-plastic. And those have a really beautiful kind of texture and color. And I only had one of those knobs, so I thought it's perfect for this guitar.
I like the slotted screws on the Damascus.
Yeah.
With the washers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also
They're
from,
so contradictional.
well, you know,
Which is good.
The mokume is a Japanese form also. It's not just Damascus steel. You know, the Japanese do that for their swords also. And so to me, the connotation is more Japanese than Arab on that. And for some reason, those screws, when I saw them, they evoked the same kind of vibe. They're like old screws from an old dresser, but they have that aesthetic.
Michael, how did you do the jack plate on the back side? I see it's a recessed jack plate. How is that made?
It's a strapped jack, but it's inset.
Ah, I see. I thought it's one piece. Okay, I understand. So there's a cover on a jack plate of a strut.
There's a cover, and it's cut out for the opening.
Great, great, good. Oh, that's really it's really a thrilling collection of the one guitars. To see all three together, it's so sad that we can't have them all on three stands and walk around.
I just would like to see them live and own them.
No, but it's really a good collection. I like these guitars.
Yeah.
It's everyone did did a very personal step forward. It's good.
I think
really,
so.
really
Yeah,
good.
it's. I was just thinking, it's a very turned out really well.
So what are we going to do next year?